Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibbitz. It's Mary, and I'm here with 90 Days and 900 Seconds. It's the last resort edition. So, Monday night, the last resort finally premiered. And if you guys have been listening to me babble for the last month or so, this is the 90-day therapy show that I have been babbling about, leaking pictures and storylines. It finally premiered. So I decided I'm going to do a recap about it. Episode 1 premiered on Monday. It was a 2-hour episode. And Kalani blew the shit out of the water. And I already knew about the hall pass, but I didn't know about the nitty-gritty details behind Asuelu's cheating and why she decided to take the hall pass. But we're going to get into it. I'm going to set 900 seconds on the timer, and we're going to hop right in. You know, I thought this was going to be crap, but for the first episode, it was pretty decent. If I was going to give this episode a grade, in all honesty, I would give it a solid B. For bitch. And that's Molly's role, but I'll get into that in a little bit. So first we start off with the first couple to arrive is Ed and Liz. So Liz did get her ring back. That $16,000 ring or whatever the hell it cost, the one that Ed demanded back at the tell-all. Remember she threw that ring in the bushes after they got into a fight and she was like searching in somebody's front yard like a scavenger for the ring? Well, she got the ring back. They moved to Arkansas. Ed is better behaved around his family. And yeah, they're at therapy because they have really deep issues, as we all know. And yeah, so first couple, Ed and Liz. Next couple, Jovi and Yara. And Yara's hoping that Jovi will be open, because he has a tendency to be an asshole. And she's hoping that this group therapy will, Jovi will get in tune with his feelings. Don't we like Yara's new boobies? Don't they look fantastic? She went to the same surgeon as Angela Dean. Boobie sisters. They can't stand each other, but they went to the same surgeon. A little 90-day trivia. Now we have Kalani, Asuelu, and their children. Yes, they brought their kids to the resort. And yes, their kids are still in the stroller. And yes, I believe Kalani still breastfeeds her children. Don't quote me on it. I'm not 100% sure, but these children are still crammed in a stroller, and they are at the resort with them. But have no fear. Kalini's also there to help with the children. And as you may or may not know, if you have been listening to me babble for the past month or so, her father was there because he left a review for the resort on Google Reviews. So I'm assuming her mom was there as well. It was a whole family affair. As soon as they got there, Asuelu said it smells like the ocean, stripped off his clothes, and jumped into the water. That's why he's wrapped in a towel in his underwear. Then Angela arrives. And she arrives solo, of course, because Michael's in Nigeria. And immediately she hijacks a member of the staff to drive her around in a golf cart, help her out with her luggage, and hey, maybe take her out to dinner. Because like he said, they are there to assist every guest, whether it be taking her out to dinner, rubbing her feet, whatever the hell it may be. Hey, why not? But Angela is there with Michael. See, he's right there on screen. Okay, she's carrying around her tablet. He has her tablet with her, guys. Okay, her tablet, kind of like mine. You see my tablet? Yeah, so she's carrying her tablet around, kind of like this. Well, Michael on the tablet the whole time. Yeah. Okay. So there's Michael. Michael's there. It's 2 o'clock in the morning in Nigeria, but Michael wants to revive his marriage. He will do anything for Angela. But like he points out to his dear Angie, it's not only one person in the relationship that does wrong. You know, it's a two-way street. So he'll work on his stuff, Angie. But you have to see, within you what you're doing wrong, Angie. Okay? So Molly and her hat make a grand entrance, and they're greeted by Jovi and Yara. And then, dun dun dun, here comes Kelly, because Molly and Kelly arrive separately. Out of all of the couples, besides Angela and Michael, which of course they're physically not together, Molly and Kelly arrive separately. And Molly was reminiscing about the early stages of their relationship, and so was Kelly. And Kelly says that he was happy. He was happy in the beginning stages. But then, when they all go to sit down for their first group therapy session after mingling at the bar, and Kelly, takes some shade from Molly. They're talking to Big Ed and Liz, and Ed asks Kelly, oh, are you down in Georgia now? And basically Molly makes a comment that he doesn't mow her lawn. And Kelly's like, well, listen, your lawnmower's broken. Well, you could fix my mower. Well, the last time I was there wasn't even a functional rake. And it's like this back and forth kind of shade, back and forth. Okay. Molly's thing, as we learned further on during the therapy session, is now Kelly's lazy. They get to the first group therapy session. They're all invited to sit down to choose their seats. And Molly chooses to sit in between Kalani and Ed, as seen here. Kelly sits next to Jovi because his woman chooses not to sit next to him, like he says. And when Molly sits down, unfortunately, she flashes the camera. Just saying. So Kelly and Molly talk about their issues. Okay. And when Kelly is talking about the early stages of their relationship, he talks about how the simple things made him happy. The 2-minute video calls, the text messages, etc., etc. And Molly's like, were you really happy though? Were you really happy? And Kelly's like, yes, I was. I was very happy in the beginning, but now I don't even get that. And Kelly explained how he moved out of New York City, took himself out of his comfort zone, and moved down to Georgia to be with her. And once he got down there, he felt like he didn't know who this woman was. Not that he didn't know her, because he thought he knew Molly while he was in New York. He knew a version of Molly. But then when he got down to Georgia, it was like a different version of Molly, I guess, because like Molly said out of her own mouth, Kelly said, I didn't come here to be your do boy. So I guess Kelly was feeling some type of way about the way Molly was treating him, because I guess, like Kelly said, Molly was talking to him like an employee. I guess Kelly felt between her words and her actions, because he did say, Molly said it herself, I didn't come here to be your do boy. He felt more like an employee, I guess, than her partner. Molly, if you need someone to mow your lawn, can't you hire a teenage boy to mow your lawn? I mean, from what I understand, Kelly wasn't even living in your house. Just saying, if your lawn was so out of control, I'm sure there's dozens of teenage boys that will mow your lawn for $15 an hour. No big deal. And if your lawnmower's broken, I'm sure you could take it to a shop to be fixed. I mean, Kelly was an NYPD detective. not a retired mechanic. Just saying. So Molly said that she wanted Kelly to take stuff off of her plate, and Kelly did not want to be her do boy. Kelly retired. Kelly is retired. Hey, he wants to sit around and do nothing. Don't most retired people do that the last time I checked? Don't they sit around and do nothing the last time I checked? I mean, hey, if I put in 30, 40 years at a job and I retired, I would want to sit around and do nothing. Just saying. But Molly wasn't happy with that. And as Molly expressed during their group therapy session, she felt like Kelly was unmotivated, lazy, and just wanted to sit around all day watching reality TV. Hey, the guy worked for NYPD. He put his time in. He retired. And like most retired people, he wants to sit around and do nothing. I don't see anything wrong with that. Just saying. But Yara thinks she needs a do boy. She's like, hey, what's a do boy? I think I could use one of those. Yara, this is from Urban Dictionary. This is the definition of do boy. I'm going to give you a pass because English is not your first language. But read this definition and then tell me if you want a do boy after that. Okay? Trust me, you do not want a do boy. It is not a flattering term. Kelly must have been feeling some type of way to tell Molly, I am not your do boy. Just saying. But as I said in the beginning, whoa, whoa, and whoa. Kalani blew all of the shit out of the water. I mean, you think it was crazy about the do boy stuff for Molly and Kelly, and Molly not sitting next to Kelly and being a total bitch. No. That was nothing. That was just that was just the appetizer to the entree. Okay. So if you guys have been listening to me for the past month or so, you know that Mac and Cheese May on IG broke the story about the hall pass. As Swallow went home to Samoa, was visiting his dad, and cheated on Kalani. When Kalani found out about the cheating, Kalani was done. And to make up for it and to try to save his family, he offered Kalani a hall pass. And Kalani took him up on it. So now I'm going to get deeper into it. Turns out, while Asuelu was home in Samoa, he was turning it up, going out, drinking every night in bars, and he decided to get a BJ from some random chick in a bar. Let's just put it out there. Yes, that's what he did. Some random chick in the bar gave him a BJ. And Kalani found out about it by him calling home one night on FaceTime and saying, hey, Kalani, what is this? And his tongue was literally all white. And she's like, that's a yeast infection. You have thrush. And the only way that you can get thrush is by a mouth kiss or kissing somebody down there. So he eventually admits that he kissed someone. And he gave Kalani permission to do the same. Then it turns out that he got a BJ from someone. And Kalani was like, hold up, wait a minute. So Kalani decided, I'm going to take the hall pass. He only gave the hall pass because he didn't think she was going to do anything with it. But this is what thrush is. From the mayoclinic.org definition. Listen, if my man, this is the only time I agree with Molly. Was her reaction to that. Okay. Molly literally retched. She was like, ugh. Yeah, I agree. And Kelly's face, totally with him. Totally with him. On the same page. And I think this will be the only time I will be on the same page with Molly. So Kalani took her hall pass, and she went all the way with him. First she kissed him, then it proceeded to oral sex. Then she went all the way. And Asuelu can't believe it. And I cannot believe that Asuelu found this out for the first time on TV. Honestly. But that's just me. But Asuelu can't believe it. And he's really upset because he's like, Kalani, I'm not trying to work things out with the person that I cheated on you with. So I can't believe like this is happening. And then he starts to question her about the sex between the hall pass, like who's better, the hall pass or him? And it's like, dude, you are walking right into something that you don't want to walk into. You are opening up a whole can of fucking worms that you do not want to open. Trust me. So Kalani tries to be really nice, and Kalani tells him, well, when you're with a woman, it's not all about your needs. You're supposed to try to make her finish too, okay? And he's just not like, I don't know if Asuelu is being thick-headed on purpose, or I can't put my finger on what's wrong with Asuelu. I know I've seen a lot of comments that he is on the spectrum. I mean, I just don't get it with him. So he just basically pushed Kalani to tell him that the sex with her hall pass is better than the sex with him because he's a selfish bastard, not only emotionally, but physically in bed as well. And then he was surprised that she wanted him not to sleep in a bed with her. She calls housekeeping and asks them to bring, a full set of bedding for him, pillows and blankets, to sleep on the couch in the next room. They have like this suite, and there's like a couch in the next room or whatever. And she's like, oh, I think the boys are going to sleep in a bed with me tonight, and you're going to sleep on the couch. And she, he still doesn't get it. Even after she tells him how hurt she was by him cheating, and that how he feels at this moment, knowing that Kalani went all the way with her hall pass. Her hall pass is better in bed than he is, okay? She didn't cheat. She didn't do anything wrong. He was the one that cheated, okay? So what he feels is just a tiny little fraction of what she felt, because she didn't want to be with anybody else. The only person she wanted to be with was with him. So he caused all this. And he's just kind of standing there blinking at her. So we shall see how this all turns out. So like I said, Kalani blew the fuck off the top of this first episode. So we shall see how the season is going to progress. I mean, we see from the coming attractions that Kalani is going to dress up like Angela and torture Michael on the phone. But let's see who makes it to the end and who doesn't make it to the end, because I'm going to give you guys another little spoiler here. Someone does not make it to the end. Yeah, it sounds like gladiator training or some shit. But I'll be sitting here with Molly, sipping my sweet tea, and I'll just wait with the rest of you guys. I'm not going to spoil it, to see who makes it and does not make it to the end. Thank you so much, guys, for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Hit the like button. Check out wordonthestreetreality.com for all the tea you know you need. And share my video with a friend or 10. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye.